Ladies and gentlemen, the show begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4.
Oh,
Okay, there we go. I was like, black screen. Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing? If there's even anybody in here yet.
no, we're up to 4 people already.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep. I got the ticker over here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 9, Loving Through the Fog. We're going to talk about Alzheimer's awareness. We're also going to talk about mental health.
Yes, we are.
And we actually have a lot to unpack. There's quite a lot that we have to talk about.
Yes.
Holding on and letting go. That's going to be a good one
Yes.
because there's so much in that.
Yeah,
Then
that alone could be a whole show.
Mm-hmm. Then we're gonna we're just gonna let the conversation just go as we normally always do. The weight we carry. So, like when we're caring for family members or friends or even ourselves,
Mhm.
chat, and then
Hey,
when
Mama
memory,
Donna.
sorry, and then when memories fade, finding peace in the present. And in no particular order, we're going to touch up on a lot of these things, and we're just going to give everyone like basically pointers that have helped us out. So I'm not an expert. Baby over there's not an expert. We're not shrinks or anything like that, but there's much that we can share with all of you guys, and hopefully there's someone, if they're listening and they may be going through something similar, something that we say helps you.
Yes.
And that's what we're looking for. That's what we want more than anything.
Yes. We want to be able to help and uplift.
Yes, that's very important. Great show today, Sweetie Pie, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Michelle's in here too.
You did a banging job.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was like with the phone and I was like, look, it's Crystal. She's on. Look, everybody, look.
Shut up. Oh, goodness. And it looks like we're going to have a couple of last minute guests join us. Should we say who they are? Or should we just wait?
Nah, let's just lay it all on them.
Go for it.
I like that. Oh, you can.
No, you got it. You got it. Okay, fine. Justine from Pretty Little Clues and Ashley Copeland, Rhythm and Clues.
And we got Libby in here already.
Yes.
What's up, Libby?
Libby was in the other chat too, on the other live.
Oh, nice. And we got that's Michelle, right? The cases.
Yes, Michelle and Max. Awesome.
Nice. Hello, you two. Great job today with Mark the Shark. I was watching you guys.
Hey, girl. Hey, Justine.
You guys did a great job. And then we got Mama Donna. What's up, Mama?
Miss Mama. And if you're on X, if you could share this out, that would be wonderful.
Yeah. Now, I'm not going to, just so you guys, I'm going to talk about two things that I have been impacted by, and that's mental health. I think it's, as a whole, I don't think it's talked about enough.
It's cutting out for them, they say.
What is the show or me?
The show or one of us?
Let me see. Which one is?
Which one?
I'm on it. I'm on it, folks.
Are you? Are you on it?
Yeah, I'm on it. Well,
Look at
it
it.
all depends on how you define
Oh, it's better now, they say. Okay, perfect.
Okay, yeah, I'm taking a look at it
Perfection.
now. I see it. So, two big things that we want to talk about is, am I pronouncing it correctly? Alzheimer's? Is that how you say it?
It's Alzheimer's, but just
Alzheimer's.
say old timers.
Alzheimer's. Okay, I'll
Just
say
say old timers.
Alzheimer's and mental health.
Hmm.
And a key aspect of mental health that I know for a fact does not get talked about enough is men's mental health. And it's because as men, we are taught at a very early age that what we feel does not matter. No one cares. No one wants to hear it. Shut up, put up, keep doing what you have to do, strap on your boots in the morning, go to work, and just plow through. And we're conditioned that way. But as we have seen in the years, especially I want to say like the last 15 years, about 15 years, like it's really become a struggle. You see it with PTSD. You see it a lot with our soldiers when they go to war and they come back.
Yeah.
The suicide rate is astronomical. So we got an issue, folks, and we need to talk about it. We need to address it.
Yeah. It's an epidemic.
Yeah, I will share with all of you a story that's very near and dear and personal to me about mental health. One of the scariest things that I've had to deal with was my own brain for a good 4 months. Every single day, I battled demons to where my own brain I felt was always telling me what a piece of garbage I was, that I was not worth it. And you literally, like, I literally heard it in my head telling me this from the moment that I woke up. I like wanted to just go back to sleep. So when you see people go into like a fetal position or they're in bed all the time, that is legit someone who is going through something. And do not ignore that because they are going through a similar situation, not with mine. Like I was literally fighting with my own mind. My mind was telling me to do one thing, but everything else was telling me to battle through, like just shut up, don't tell no one. And for the longest time I didn't say nothing to no one. So what I did was I might as well just go into my story then.
They're saying it's cutting out again. Is it still? Because we do not want to miss any of this. Lagging and freezing. On both of us?
Oh yeah, I'm looking at YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
It's lagging like crazy.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah, the circle's spinning. I don't know why I just didn't look my damn self. Okay. Is your Wi-Fi good right now?
Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn off my phone, take that off of Wi-Fi. That way there's less that it's taking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it is raining and stuff here, and people in South Carolina cannot drive for shit. So
Damn, it's happening again.
okay. Do you maybe want to reboot and start again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me
You're
tell the
absolutely
chat.
right, Libby. Demons and spiritual attacks.
I need to
Absolutely
reboot.
right. What's up, Rhythm and Clues?
He probably can't hear you, honey.
Fudge.
That's okay. It's not a big deal. We can restart.
Damn, we're up to 10 people already.
Wait, is it still buffering?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, then we have to start over.
Yeah, let me start over, and okay. we will be back. Now, wait, do I end the stream or do I just leave the studio?
It depends. Are you going to reset Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Okay, then you're going to have to leave the studio.
I'll just leave the studio, but leave the stream up.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, don't go all the way out though, because it'll cancel this.
Well, wait a minute. I think it's working now. I haven't seen the buffering.
Is it working, guys? I just hate to get halfway in the show and then have to reboot.
Yeah, we're not going to reboot just yet. Hold on.
Okay.
I think it's working.
It's okay. Mama
Donna says it's working. Yeah, okay.
Okay. Perfect. Thank
Seems
you.
To be,
Whew, thank goodness.
Okay. Yeah, it seems to be working.
Okay.
All right.
All right, go on with your story, babe.
All right. So mental health, and I'll let you guys know a little bit about my story. Now, I used to be ashamed of it, but I had a great conversation one time with my pastor because I went to him. And okay, Rhythm and Clues is not buffering either. Okay, so I think we are having bad storms here in South Carolina. So that could be, I mean, somebody could fart really bad and it impacts all of our lives in some capacity, believe it or not. Like that's like, I'm not lying, like seriously.
Oh my goodness.
Come on now, you know that's true.
South Carolina.
We got to deal with the drivers and stuff that like it just rains just a tiny little bit and everybody thinks it's like Armageddon.
I know. I warned you. The drivers
if I didn't come down here, then me and you wouldn't be a thing. Oh, come on, Chad. Everybody, come on. Oh, that is so sweet. How precious is he? Ooh. All right. Okay, enough of that mushy crap. All right, so yeah, mental health, men's mental health, and just mental health in general. Like that's what we want to tackle, and then we'll go into all times. And feel free to jump in whenever you want. Okay, like I don't.
I'm not going to interrupt your story though. You go for it.
Well, I'm gonna give a very like abbreviated version of it.
Okay.
Because if I go deep into it, it's just I don't want to.
It's gonna make me cry.
You know what? Better you than me.
Shut up. So, I'm gonna get this man to cry for me. No, I'm just kidding.
No. Hell no. Oh hell no.
We're talking into a couple of things that he says hell no about.
Hell no. You ain't gonna ever see. I already texted you.
You know what the other thing? You know what the other thing is, but I'm gonna be quiet.
Yeah, you're dangerous. Yeah, you're dangerous with your words and that cell phone of yours over there. Always taking pictures. That's a new rule. When I see you, that cell phone gets put down because you always taking pictures.
Whatever.
Okay. All right. Focus.
Yeah. I'm about to text you what I was talking about, just so you know.
Oh my goodness. No, don't. Well, you can if you want. I'll check it afterwards. Okay. So, all right. My story. All right. Where do I begin? Okay. I was at one point working 3 jobs. I was waking up at 3:35 in the morning, and I was going to the first job, and I was working at the first job until about 7:30 in the morning, and then my full-time job was like literally 7 minutes down the road, so it was a perfect fit, and I thought I could do it. And my first time job, I was unloading 53-foot rigs And I was doing that for about 2.5 hours. And then I would shoot over to my full time job. And then I would be there my 8 hours. And then from there, I would go home. And then, as usual, I would take care of things that needed to be taken care of, cut the grass, you know, all things that come with owning a house and stuff. And I had my own family as well. And my situation was not good. My situation, as a matter of fact, wasn't good from the beginning. And I should have never married this woman. And I realize that more and more every single day that passes. And I'm going to be very transparent with uh, with my story. I should have never married her. We ended up having 3 kids. Thank God that my kids are all adults now. And I was working. I was basically killing myself. And for like the last, I don't know how many years, I've always been working 2 or 3 jobs. And this one particular time, I was waking up at 3:35 in the morning, doing that, going to my full time job, and then the phone call came, and my mom called me up and said, "Hey, listen, I've been noticing some things about your father. We're monitoring it, and this is when they were still living up north, so we were still all together living up north. But we're noticing that he's been forgetting things." All right, this was some years back. We all didn't think anything of it. Maybe he was just stressed out. He's tired from working. My parents owned a restaurant, all my life. They've been their own bosses all my life. Um, so, that comes a lot of stress comes with that. And I'll never forget the day that I noticed from me working so damn much and being told all my life and just in society in general that you're supposed to be a robot. You can't have no emotions. You're not allowed to have any emotions. You're a man. Shut up and put up. That was everything. Just shut up. And me being how I am and stubborn as I am, I said, okay, this is my life. I need to provide and shut up and never express any emotions. So I did. But little did I know that because I was in such a horrible situation in my marriage, I stayed for my kids for many years, for almost all their lives. I stayed until just recently, and I noticed that a lot of my life was being taken away from me, but I didn't realize it. So I'll never forget some years ago, I was at this first job. I got done unloading the one of the rigs, and it was like a slow motion movie. I was waiting for another truck to back up, so I would unload that, and everything seemed like slow motion. And I started to have some very, very dark thoughts. And it was thoughts that I've never ever had in my life. And it wasn't pleasant thoughts. It was things that I wanted to do where I felt that I was just completely worthless. And I remember saying to myself, if this is my life, I don't want this anymore. I was literally working 3 jobs, helping my parents out at the pizza shop on the weekends, working 2 full-time jobs during the week, go home, eat, take a shower, go to sleep, wake back up again for years. That was my life. I had no joy. There was no joy at home. There was no nothing. So I know that whole thing was a contributing factor. I'm not going to say it was all of it because I have to take a lot of accountability for things that I did, which I do, that helped, put me in the situation that I was in. So I turned to alcohol. And just so that everyone knows, I was never an alcoholic. I went 21 years. On my 21st birthday, my sister, my cousin, and a whole bunch of friends took me out to a bar. because I never drank. And even years after I got married at a young age, I was never a drinker. Like I did not drink, but I hit this one part in my life where my mental health was not being taken care of. There was a lot of negativity that was said to me that I was when I was working my ass off, like you would not believe. A lot of people could not do what I was doing, especially at my age. Like I literally could say, try and walk a mile in my shoes, and you will not be able to do it with what I've had to endure. And it's not something that I'm like, I have pride over or anything like that. It's just these were just a lot of internal battles that I had that I never shared with anyone, and I kept it all inside, and it affected me. So I turned to alcohol, which was never a problem, and it ended up to the point where I started drinking in my car, and I started living in my car, and I couldn't even be in the house where my kids were. I would literally only go inside the house to uh, take a shower, shave, or if I had to go to the bathroom and charge my phone up because my phone would charge quicker at home while I was taking a shower than charging my car. And I would always have bottles of vodka. I would drink bottles of vodka straight up. And I can drink an entire bottle of vodka and still function. But then I started to notice that it was physically harming me because I started getting shakes real bad. And one day, it was on a weekend, I got done drinking. I woke up in my car. I didn't realize it. I must have blacked out or whatever. And I was shaking like crazy. My first inclination was to go to the liquor store and and I was shit faced in the car. And I'm so glad that I did it. Uh, so I it literally took me 5 minutes to call, well, to go on my phone because my hands were shit, my whole body was shaking, and I wasn't drinking. I had nothing to drink to put into my system to stop the whatever cravings or whatever the hell your body goes through. It's like a shock.
Withdrawals.
Yeah, like it's like a shock that your body starts going through because it needs that liquor. And I had no more. So I pick up my phone and it literally took me 5 minutes to go on Google and seek help. And thank God I was able to get in touch with someone. The first thing that I saw, I clicked on it because I knew that I was racing against time. I knew that there was something with my body that was not right, and I was racing against time. So I clicked it, I called it, quickly put it on speakerphone, spoke to the person. In 30 minutes, they had someone that was at my house. They said, try and go inside your house, pack up your stuff, and we're taking you to Manhattan. And I was like, all right, fine. I knew I couldn't say no at this time. I knew that I needed help to get me out of, to stop this down spiral that I was going in that was going to end up taking my life. So I did. They came and picked me up, and I went there, and I spent 6 days there. And then for like 20 days, I ended up going to another place called Blue Crest, which is somewhere up north, North Jersey. And I was there for 20 days. I hated it, but it was one of the best things that ever happened to me because I got to see firsthand other people that were in situations 10 times worse than me. There was a kid that at the time, he's been battling addiction since he was 12 years old. 12 years old, living underneath a like an
Overpass.
overpass. Yeah, and living underneath, and his family totally like abandoned him and threw him out because they just gave up on him. And the horror stories that I heard. Now, again, this I was not an alcoholic. I was just going through a very, very difficult time in my life. And alcohol was was the thing that I used to help numb my pain. And my pain was at the fact, and I'll be transparent, I finally admitted to myself, my marriage is over. Now, a little bit of background on a good side, I was raised in a very warm and loving home. My parents are my life. I'm blessed to have my parents still here with me. My parents don't even know a lot of this stuff that I'm sharing with you guys because they're going through something else that we're going to talk about in this show with Alzheimer's and my dad. So I know that I had to keep a lot of this stuff bottled up, but um, I was raised in a warm home. I probably only saw my parents fight, like just an argument, maybe 3 times in my entire life. My parents are together all the time. My parents have like greatest marriage. They've been together since they were young, and they migrated to this country, became citizens, did everything, and then had me and my sister. So we were raised in like a Brady Bunch, you know, kind of family. Everything on the outside looks good, and it really was. Um, my parents had always nice big houses. Um, my dad was he's always working his ass off at the restaurant, providing for us, and my mom was stayed home, and then she would also go and help my dad out at the restaurant. So they were always together, always together. So it's not like I came from a messed up situation, abuse, alcohol abuse, like none of that stuff. I literally had to admit that my marriage was over. And because I was raised in such a warm, loving house, that knowing that my marriage was over and I was going to be the first one ever in my family to get a divorce destroyed me. I had to admit defeat. But that's how I thought then, because now I know that it wasn't defeat. Because as I grew stronger, and then I finally put my foot down and divorced her and filed for paperwork and everything, I'm the one that did everything. I realized that that was the best decision that I ever made in my life because it also goes to mental health and narcissism and manipulation. And we're going to talk about that as well. And I have learned so much in maybe 3 years that if you're standing in front of me and you're a narcissist, you will never have a conversation with me because I will see right through you and the stench of your narcissism and your manipulation will just skeeve me so bad I will turn around and not even have a word with you because I can't stand that. And I know that that was another thing that I at the time I didn't know that was being done to me that I had to get out of because I see everything so clear now. And I'm not putting anyone down. Like, I'm not going to make this be like a bashing, because in a marriage, in a relationship, in everything, folks, let's keep it 1,000. It takes two to tango. So if you come to me with your problems, just know I'm going to be very objective. I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. And I'm also going to want to hear the other side of the story as well, because I know that you standing in front of me, you're not going to be the same. I know that you had your things as well that you did that triggered him, or things that she did that triggered him. We're going to keep this all 1,000. So I'm going to keep it 1,000 with all of you. I am not a saint. I had my own things that I've done that I screwed up in that contributed to me also being in that car and drinking. I had the power to not do that. But I love the way how it made me feel, and it numbed my pain to the point where I didn't feel it. But once the buzz went away, I had to go for another one, and I would keep buying. I would keep buying, keep buying, keep buying. It wasn't until halfway that I was at Blue Crest that I was like, I don't need to be here, but I'm going to still be here because I want to keep hearing the stories. Because I knew that I didn't have a problem. I'm not an alcoholic. I was never an alcoholic. I was, I wasn't drinking for years. Like literally, I went years and years and years and never even touched a drink. It was just this dark, dark time in my life where my mental state was so bad and so dark. And alcohol was the only thing that made me feel good. It was the only thing. This is why I don't judge anyone, because I see what I went through, and I know that there are other people that are going through things similarly, and there are people that use other things to cope with pain. That's why when you come into our community, I'm never going to judge. We're never going to judge you. We're going to accept you with open arms because we're all flawed. My favorite saying is, "He that is without sin cast the first stone." That right there is for all of us, for all of eternity. There will never ever be a perfect person. So therefore, who the hell am I to judge anyone? I'm a nobody, but I'm going to accept you with open arms, and I'm going to try and help you, and I'm going to try and do whatever, we're going to try and do whatever it is that we can to help you. So finally, to continue on with my story with Blue Crest, got out of there, finally came back home, and I'll never forget the first day that I made it to, it's called Ascendant. I The lady shot me up, and they did blood work and stuff like that, and she told me, she's like, "Just so you know, God's watching out for you." And I looked up at her because I would never expect anybody to say anything like that, at a place like that, especially New York. And she was like, "God's watching out for you." And she's like, "I can't believe how high your alcohol level is right now." And just so you guys know, when they drew the blood, hours already went by that I was already at this place. So it's not like I got there and then they did this. No, as soon as I got there, they started injecting me to reverse the thing, because I can't remember what it was that I couldn't remember what it was that they were putting in me medicine wise to reverse the damage, or to prevent like my organs from shutting down, because it was starving for that alcohol. It needed that alcohol. So, and this was hours later that they did the blood work, and the lady was like, the nurse there, she was like, "God's watching out for you." And from that moment on, one of the first things that I took with me was a Bible that my daughter got me. And then that's where a lot of my transformation to where I am today has led me. And I'm so thankful for that. And now, whenever I hear about mental health and people going through different things in mental health, it affects me. I have empathy and I have sympathy. And like my heart, I feel something in my heart physically for that person. And this is genuine. Like, I'm not doing this. I don't give a shit about clicks. I don't care about any of that stuff. Like, I really don't. Like, I really want people to get better. And I want this show, we want this show and these stories to be able to provide a passage for them. A lot of you guys see, the tough me, the pictures or whatever, the me going to the gym. Yeah, I do all that. I did all that to save myself, because I'm just on a different level now as a man. I have very high expectations for men now, and what I think men need to do to survive, to be successful, and to be attractive, and to attract a good woman. My Crystal over there could tell you, because she's heard it. She knows I'm always going to be working out. She knows that I'm always going to be smelling good, trying to look good, dressing good, working my ass off, doing all these things so that I'm always attractive, in her eyes. These are all things that I believe that I have done that has helped me through a lot of the mental, you know, crap that I went through, and the alcohol crap. And I'll never forget. And let me just say this last thing, and then I'll open it up to everybody and introduce our two guests. Uh, I at one point felt shame to talk about this, and even talk about all this stuff to all of you guys. I never thought I would ever be talking about this, but it wasn't until I had that one conversation with my pastor, and I went to him. I remember I left work early, and I had an appointment set up with him, and he told me, "Don't have any shame. Don't feel any shame. You need to talk about your testimony, because talking about your testimony will help someone. The more you talk about it, the more it's going to help more people, and people need to hear your story. So don't ever feel shame, because I'm already forgiven. My God has already forgiven me for the things that I've done. And
And
now
you have to
I'm
forgive
on a
yourself.
yeah, and I'm on a and the war path that I'm on now. If you guys saw me 4 years ago and where I am today, you would think I was lying. Like, it would be a complete lie. And I'm not done accomplishing. Like, I have such a drive in me. It's unbelievable. And where me and Crystal are going to be heading with what we're building together, and just with just me and my life. Just it's incredible. And the most important thing that I want everybody to take out of this, if I can do it, and if millions before me can do it, whoever listens to this, you can do it also, and you have support. There are people that are willing to help you through whatever difficult times that you're going through. You're not alone. Don't ever think that you're alone. And with that, let's introduce our guest.
To add to that, though, really fast, you have to want it. You have to want it, and you have to want it for yourself. Mental health is just like alcoholism in so many ways, because I've been through both. Um, it's deafening. I mean, you just have to want it, and you have to be willing to ask for help.
It almost seems like you can't go through one without the other.
You can't.
You know, in
You
some
can't.
aspect, you're suffering from some form of mental health, and then the addiction is the next thing after.
Of course, yeah, because it numbs it. So, like, when I got sober, it's not just you quit drinking. You have a lot of work to do, like a lot of work to do. You first have to identify what it was that was causing you the pain to drink to begin with. You have to learn new techniques and ways to handle certain situations. You have to literally learn how to even interact with other people sober, because you're not used to it. You really, as long as you take the time, you really will find yourself, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. It's less than 5 weeks, 4 years. I've completely said no to a drink and no to a cigarette. But I still battle from depression from time to time. Some days are worse than others. But I try to get in the positive mindset. That's why, sometimes when I'm extra positive, like y'all might see on X, it might be because I'm having a bad day and I'm trying to change my mindset, and I'm trying to rub that off on other people who might be going through the same thing. Hey, Miss Roxanne. Just because, it's all about, it's a mind game. All of it. It's a mind game. Mental health is not something to play with, is not something to take lightly. And some people need medication. I'm on medication. And I'm not ashamed of it. I'm on anxiety medication. I don't take it very often, but he'll tell you. There's been a couple times I had to take it, just to be around him at first, just certain things you have to get out of your head, out of your comfort zone, and you have to relearn things. But it is the most beautiful thing that you can possibly, once you get there, it's enlightening. Your mindset changes. You want to tell other people, like, look, this is okay just because you're feeling this way right now. Or even in the middle of it, like I told you guys, about 6 months into my recovery, the devil was trying to beat me down, and he will still come at me, but in other ways, because alcohol is definitely not going to be that way. But he will try to come after me, to get me down with depression and stuff, and try to get me not to do this or not to do that that's beneficial for me or my family. And you just have to say, shut the hell up, devil. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to feel great about doing it. And then once you get it done, you feel great. You feel accomplished. So just know you're not alone. And Disturbed and I are here for you. You can reach out to us. If you're a guy, go to Disturbed. If you're a girl, come to me. That kind of thing. And we've got you.
Exactly. And let's introduce our guests.
Yes.
So we have Justine.
Ashley.
Yeah.
Hello.
And
Hey,
hello.
Justine.
Welcome to the show. And then we got Ashley.
Yay.
Thank you for having me.
You might stick around
Absolutely.
this time for a little bit.
Let's see if you get yelled at.
Don't be too loud.
That's all right.
We love you, Ashley and Justine. I'm always talking about you, girl. Justine's got a good heart.
So
I
I don't
try.
know how much you guys have caught.
Literally just since I've come on.
Oh, that's
Okay,
nice.
since
I was
I've come
listening
on.
the whole time, so.
Oh, good. You can fill me in then.
So Justine, is it true? Like you do have a lot of background in mental health, like the whole
Psychology,
like
sociology.
psychology and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I have my bachelor's in psychology, and I also, like 657 or 58 days sober myself. So both ends.
Congratulations. Congrats.
Yes.
Thank you.
October 14th, right?
15th.
15th. Okay, I was
You
super
were
close.
You get the credit. You get the credit.
Okay. She will be 2 years. So
Definitely.
everybody, yay.
See?
That is freaking awesome. Once you hit that 2-year mark, it's like it only gets better. It only gets easier.
I hope so.
Are you still struggling with cravings?
No, but I had the 2 weddings this weekend. So literally Friday night and Saturday night, it was just basically everywhere.
Drinking. Yeah.
So, if I'm avoiding it, obviously I do YouTube. And so it's not really a thought in my head, but when you're around people and that's all they're doing, kind of like, that sounds nice. That's as far as it really goes, but I can play that tape forward. I know where that leads if I pick up that one drink. So
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. See, some people can be around it and some cannot. I'm just one of those where, it doesn't, like, I'm completely over it. Like, you can try to shove it in my face and I'm going to throw it in your face. So
It's like you said. It's like you said before, Crystal. You worded it, and I was going to reverse it. It's like mental health. What you said, mental health doesn't play or something, or something like that. It's like mental health plays with you. You know what I mean? Like you don't play with it; it plays with you.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
Ashley,
'cause-
I know you've had a lot of problems and stuff with that as well. If you want to share anything, you are welcome.
I've got one heck of a story.
Go for it, brother.
Share it.
Let it out. If it feels
There's
therapeutic,
certain,
do it.
there's certain things I can't.
Well, you can
Share.
share whatever you want if you want to share anything at all. That's completely up to you. And if you don't want to do it today, then maybe you can do it another day. That's okay too.
Oh well, one day.
Yeah.
All I can say is I've been battling it ever since I was about 13, and I'm now 41. So
Battling for the viewers.
depression.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It comes on strides too. Like one day it might be just so you're just a little bit down. You're kind of in the blue. And then, you know, you might be okay for a few days. And then bam, it freaking hits you like a ton of bricks. And, you know, you can either choose to freaking lay there and feel sorry for yourself, or you can get your ass up and get something done. And that's the way I try to think of it.
How do you cope, Ashley? I
So
see it
what,
in
sorry?
your eyes. How do you cope?
Don't know. Trust me, I've thought about every possible avenue out of here. So, you know, if there was a nice thing that you could take at night where you just went to sleep and didn't wake up, I'd have done it a long time ago. I don't have what other people have to end themselves. I don't have that part in me. But if there was a nicer way to do it, it would have been done a long time ago. And if it wasn't for, you know, this now, YouTube getting into this, I suppose, is sort of
It's helping.
you.
Yeah. I can already tell it's helping because you didn't even want to show your face. Even just to me. When we would sit there on WhatsApp, like come on, show your face. You wouldn't do it. So Justine really, really helped you out in that. And girl, I applaud you for that. I do. I told you whenever he first showed his face, I was like, girl, you did that.
Mm-hmm.
I take no credit for that whatsoever. It was just him getting out of his own way.
That's a good friend. That is a good friend. That is a good friend. I kept trying. And then whenever I introduced you two, I was completely out of the freaking picture. So you two were like, so immediately.
I'll say a long story short. I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritty. But somebody was abused when they were 13.
Yeah.
We're here for you.
Yeah. You know, I'm here for him too. Like always. I need to set my WhatsApp back up too. And I'm here for you.
And I'm here for you. If you ever want to talk, you can send me a message and I will find time for you right away.
And I wanted to let you know that those two are here for you. So I'm just kidding. He knows I'm here for him. He knows that.
And Disturbed is like me, Ashley, and like you, and like Justine. You tell him something and he'll take it to his grave. He won't even tell me about it. You know, that's just that's how it has to be.
I've told however many people are watching now, and other than that,
but they don't. Yeah, and me,
and you. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And here's something important too. Look, I'm not naive. I'm not stupid. I might have been born at nighttime, but I wasn't born stupid.
You mean you were born last night?
If I wasn't born at nighttime, it's a saying. If I wasn't born at night, wait. Now you.
Yeah, you said it wrong. Sorry. Go ahead.
You wait. You wait till next week.
I will.
I'm. You know what? I'm writing this down.
Oh, hush.
Check.
You'll find new things by then.
Oh God. Okay. Here's something that.
There's pretty girl.
There she is. So, if you're, and this goes for everybody who's listening. Like, look, let me tell you something. If you're in a toxic relationship, that is not going to help you at all. Because that's going to contribute to your depression. It's going to contribute to the pain that you're feeling. It's going to keep suppressing you. And when you're in a situation like that, just like I kept telling myself, I had to do so many things to get out of what I was going through. And I knew that eventually I had to get rid of the biggest problem. That was because that was a contributor. It wasn't all of it, but it was a big contributing factor to it, and I got rid of it, and it was the best decision that I made in my life.
Mhm.
Like, I thought that this was the end all be all for me. I thought that I had to stay, put up with this. This is just the way how it is. This is how my life is. Nah, screw that. Anybody that tells you that that's the way how things have to be, there's always a way out. There's always a better way as well. But like Crystal touched up on this, you got to want it. You got to want it. It's just not going to come to you. And somebody's not going to come with like an instruction manual and say, here you go, Ashley. Here you go, Disturb. Here you go, Crystal. Here you go, Justine. Do this and boom, it's going to happen. No, you got to work things out in your mind. But you know, the one good thing, Ashley, in all this is if you put in the work and you do what you got to do and you have the drive and you have the strength to do all this, the man that you're going to be on the other side is going to be electrified. You're going to light every room that you go into. When people see you, brother, they're going to be like, holy crap, what the hell is up with that guy? And you're going to have a joy in your heart that is just going to resonate, and it's just going to fill the room up, and people are going to want to know your story.
I'm already getting in trouble with the version of me at the minute. Can you imagine? Can you imagine what it's going to be like?
That's beautiful.
That's wonderful, though. Hey, you know what, though? That confidence wasn't there when I first met you.
No,
Hey, Summer,
that is
welcome.
I don't
D,
know, I don't
welcome.
know. That one, is it outside? That side? You know who it is.
Yes, you're confident. That confidence was not there when I met you at all. And I am so proud and happy to see it. And Justine, your eye makeup is on fucking point.
Thank you.
I like that mascara. I like the
Must come
eyeliner.
round and do mine for me.
Yeah, it's I will only buy this specific one because all the other ones either like bleed like downward or they go on and you feel like you're like pulling at your eyelid. I'm gonna have like droopy eyelids pretty soon. But this one's like nice. Smooth.
And anyone, feel free to interject and talk about whatever it is that you guys want in this space. I mean, this is open for
See,
everyone.
I've never had like the issues that you have had with the alcohol or drugs or anything like that.
Mhm.
So in that sense, I've got nothing. There's nothing mentally from that side of things. It's all from childhood, basically. Lots of neglect, abandonment, and abuse, basically.
Yeah.
One day at a time.
Yep.
Control today. Don't overwhelm yourself with thinking about tomorrow and next week, because that's not guaranteed. So the best thing that you can do is worry about today.
Hey, Five Divine. Nice
Okay.
to see you.
Worry
Thank you for
about
joining.
today and take care of today. Tomorrow, you'll deal with tomorrow when that comes.
Yep.
But every day, try and be better than you were the day before. But you have a supporting cast now. You have an extended family now on YouTube, on X, whatever. We're here for you. I'm already extending my hand out to you. If you ever need me or if you ever need to talk to a man, hit me up, bro. And I will make time for you right then and there. I'm never going to say to you, oh, give me 20 minutes or give me an hour. No, I will stop what I'm doing because as I get to know you and your situation,
Depends
it
on what you're
impacts
doing.
me.
Thank you. Depends on
And-
what you're doing and who you're doing.
Oh my virgin ears.
Sorry, guys.
This is all right. But I've heard some of this lingo between them. They are dirty mofos.
This is just us
But no, I
all
appreciate
the
that.
time.
Yeah,
Yes.
if you guys were if you guys were in our text chat, you guys would be cured of a lot of stuff. Trust me, it's crazy in there. All right,
Real life,
enough
too.
of that. Enough of that. Okay. So yeah, just if you ever need to reach out, because it's easy for me to talk with another man and help them out. With women, it's different. Like this is where Justine is, you have a background in psychology
See,
and that
I've
stuff,
al- I've
so
always,
you understand more.
I've always found it easier to talk to a woman for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, it is for him, definitely.
Yeah, that's
Sometimes
good.
it is. Sometimes
That's fine. If that works for you, then
It's either a woman or my brother. You know.
yeah, and that goes with a lot of the stuff that you went through too in your past. I think that stems a lot of that. But to my life, 30 minutes or less. Anything longer is just bullshit.
hey, what's up?
What is
Make you
your-
uncomfortable? Welcome.
What is your YouTube?
In mine,
Angel Eyes, would you mind dropping everybody's everybody who wants to?
Oh yeah, put it in the private
yeah,
chat.
Angel should know. Yeah.
No, he can just put it in the chat. He's a mod.
Oh,
He's
okay.
the best. Hi, Angel.
Yeah, just
put
put
yours
it-
in there too, Angel.
Yeah, you guys put yourselves out there. We don't care. We're about sharing each other. Oh God, that sounded so.
Yeah, we're not sharing each other, but we're all about helping promote. I'm not sharing shit. You hear
Yeah.
me?
That came out wrong. I'm sorry, chat.
Oh,
Y'all know what I meant by that.
sorry,
My bad.
Crystal. Damn.
Yeah, sorry, babes. Yeah, so like the biggest thing for me was
What's
when
that
I
you're
was
puffing on? Jamaican Woodbine stuff, is it? What is it?
oh, it's
The regular vape.
Yeah,
It's not. I can't smoke marijuana. I've
yeah,
said that
neither.
before.
Yeah, neither.
No, I
can I.
can't either.
I cannot smoke that shit.
I mean, you
the-
could. Last time I did it, a white deft. It was a long time ago.
The biggest thing for me was literally waking up in the morning, and this was the scariest thing of what I went through. And my phase was small because again, I was not like an alcoholic back then. You know, I didn't come from a traumatized background. I came from the greatest fit. Like God blessed me in so many ways with my family and stuff like that, and my upbringing and all that stuff. Like I had it all. So like this was just a very stupid decision that I went through that brought me down to a dark phase to where the scariest thing for me was for that period of time, and I didn't share this with no one, was literally waking up every single morning. And as soon as my consciousness hit, was my brain telling me that you have to be depressed. You are a loser. You're no good. You know, stay down. That's where you belong. End it. This life isn't for you. And the drinking would help take those thoughts away, and it would numb me, and then all my problems went away. But little did I know that I was only making more problems for myself.
Yeah.
But by the grace of God, and I don't mean to get preachy, and I'm not getting preachy, and I'm never going to tell anyone to convert or anything like that. I'm just telling you my story. By the grace of God, he picked me up, dusted me off, and said that your work is not done. I'm not done with you.
Yep. Amen to that.
And I really want to touch as many lives as I can with my story and helping people, including you, Ashley, in whatever capacity that can be.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, we have a platform and we want to use it for good, period. Check it, Crystal. Oh, is that? Here, I'll check it on my phone.
I think she's referring to her YouTube page.
No, not his. I think he's talking about I'll make you uncomfortable. Is that? It's not letting me click it. Go ahead. Go on. I'll deal with this.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that was wait, I'm reading a comment that what you see under lives, news, stripped down.
That's when I asked what their channel was.
Oh,
So I'm just trying to figure that out. Is that what you just posted, Angel Eyes? Because it's not letting me click
I
it.
put it in the private.
Is it letting you click it?
No, I just copied the name, but I put the link in the private.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think it may be, is StreamYard having some issues?
It was
Clearly.
earlier.
Yeah.
Was it? So
Yeah.
that could be it. Because I know a lot of people, whenever they post like their pages or whatever, people can't see it or find it, or it's not working or something.
All
I
right,
don't
I'm
know.
all subbed up. I'll make you uncomfortable.
I'll sub also to all of you, whoever want me to. I'll be more than happy to sub to you guys as well. Just wait until after the show. So Justine, let's hear from you a little bit. So what do you think is a
By the way, apologies if people can hear my stomach. I don't know what the fuck is going on with it.
Go eat something, buddy.
did you eat something?
Thank you. I
I'm not
told him
even
that earlier. I'm
hungry.
like, go eat. I can hear your stomach.
I'm not hungry, mate, but my stomach's not happy with me.
Well, then go eat something.
No, you're good.
So we know, Justine. So we know that in life there are, trends. A lot of things that people follow and do, and then they become habits and stuff like that. So since you're in the whole psychology field, you obviously, by nature, like you see these things, like you see what are contributing factors. What do you think we'll just stick with our country because obviously we're all here in the States. What do you think are some of the biggest contributing factors that's leading many of our youth? Because we see that our youth, there's been a spike in depression among them. Like, for example, testosterone levels in males, it is down like tremendously. Like there are young men that are just they're just like cutting everything out. Like they're just like, nope, I'm good. I'm gonna be living in with my parents in their basement, and I'm cool with that. And that kind of like mentality is not, yeah, exactly. A lot of OGs were like, that's not good. So what do you see in the field that you're in studying, from all that you're learning? What do you see are some of the key contributing factors to the decline in mental health in our country?
Can I make a guess?
Yeah.
Is it the parents?
Yeah, we
In
suck.
the food they eat? All the
Preservatives,
no, not preservatives, but the
NGOs.
no.
Chippy jabs.
The injection, or not the injection. Shit. The
Chippy
steroids.
jabs.
Oh,
It does
like
something
it,
to the mind.
the
Divock.
meat and everything.
Divock. Reverse it. Divock. That's what's lowering everybody's testosterone and all the rest of it.
What?
Divock.
What the
Reverse it.
Oh, the 19 thing we just went through a couple years ago, the pandemic.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I think
I
that has a
touched base
bunch to
on that
do
the other
with
day.
Yeah, it
too.
took me forever. I'm
people's,
like, what are you talking
I
about?
know, right?
testosterone as well.
No, I think a lot of it has to do, sitting from the high horse that we're on technology right now, but I think it has to do with the increased reliance on technology. That kids don't need to go outside and play anymore because all of their friends are at their fingertips. They don't have to go outside and play. They don't have to wait for the lights to come on to know it's time to go home. They have their friends right here. I don't need to go out there. And I think it's also the parents being increased, worrying. We see all the shit that's going on in the world. We
Well,
see
this is it.
all the scary things. We don't want to send them out into the world. So we're trying to protect them as much as we can. So I think it's a little bit of both. But kids are staying home more nowadays and not wanting to go anywhere.
Like a lot of parents will just palm kids off with their tablets or whatever, rather than actually spend quality time just to get some time for themselves. They'd be like, just do that. Here you go. Do that. You got an hour.
My
Diet
kids
is a
prefer to go
contributing factor.
outside. They prefer to go outside and play with their friends.
I mean, I don't know what
But
it was
they'll
like
do
for you.
both. But
I
if
don't know what
given
it was like for you back in the day, but Jesus Christ, I used to have to bike miles and miles and miles to school and back, right? And then
Was it uphill
after
both
school,
ways?
actually, it was uphill one way, downhill the other way, so it's fine. But then I had to bike back uphill to go and knock on my doors, knock on my mates' doors. You didn't have your mobiles or anything else, so you could be biking 3-4 miles. You go to their door, and their mum would just palm you off and go, "Oh yeah, they're not here." You're like, "All right, fuck." You know what I mean? Crazy. Whereas now you can just go, yeah, you know, bop, 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 meet you at so-and-so.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I think like a lot of the foods, like you said, like they're doing, Americans, the world, we're impatient people. The meal proportions are not what they should be. It's supposed to be like like a deck of cards for any piece of
I would
protein
love
or
your
meat.
portions, honestly.
That's why we're fat.
As long as it's the right stuff, just meat. No, just
That's
meat.
why we're fat.
Like your meat rationing is on point. You come here and you get skimpy friggin' ear rolls worth of meat, mate.
He
It's
had me take a
disgusting.
picture. I went to Subway and he had me take a picture because he wanted to see how much meat they put on the sandwich. He was not so impressed with them though.
No,
Subway
I think,
sucks.
yeah, I think Subway's a generalized thing across the board.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. So I don't know. What was I saying? Food.
the food.
Oh
the
yeah, the
food.
sizes. And we're an obese country, but as far as the depression increasing, I think the stigma is decreasing, which is allowing people to come out and say earlier and more often that they're having feelings of depression. I think that stigma going away, that, mental illness is a choice, just like addiction's a choice, just like alcoholism is a choice. Um, I don't remember checking that box one day saying, I want to drink myself into oblivion and then wake up and do it again the next day. I don't remember,
Yeah.
saying yes to that on the checklist of life. But I don't know. They're doing better because we know more about it. Like, better, you do better. And I remember when I was growing up, I was a teenager and I had told my dad, I was like, I'm depressed. And he goes, you're not depressed. You're not depressed. You're just sad, or something like stupid like that. Right. And I love my dad to death, but I remember being like, okay. So I didn't seek any treatment after that forever. I just got put on antidepressant like 6 months ago. And it was because I had finally said, okay, I need to put myself on something because I'm tired. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to do anything. And now my life is, better than it's been in a really long time. So just
Good.
about changing things that you can, when
Yep.
you're ready to.
Yep. Mindset.
I'm surprised, to be honest,
It's all
because
about the mindset.
your mindset was clearly quite strong to come off the alcohol before you went on antidepressants.
I was on antidepressants and drinking. So, excuse me.
No, I'm
That
just
doesn't
saying,
matter.
like it's
That doesn't matter,
usually
though.
like
Yeah,
it's
it's
usually
usually
the other way around, isn't it?
yeah.
Like to come off to stop that yourself of your own doing without any chemical,
Well, I did get a shot to help me to curb the drink craving. They have that Vivitrol shot now, which not only does it make you very sick, but that was after I took myself into detox. I just did the 72-hour thing. And a lot of people don't realize this, but alcohol withdrawal detox
can kill you.
like one of the only things that when you're coming off of it can actually kill you. So do it safely, people, under supervision.
Is that because of your liver? Is that because of the way it's used to processing it or whatever?
It can make your organs
and then it's like a
fail. Like
sudden shift.
Yeah, it's just what is the word? Shock. It's shock. Your body goes through shock.
To the living, yeah.
See, I had Klonopin already, and that's what helped me with mine. And I had already started to, ease my way down. But if it wasn't for my Klonopin, I probably would have been in that situation. And what do you mean comfortable? Are you glad you didn't take them back then? Take what back? I don't remember what I was saying. I don't know. Stop.
But yeah, so it's alcoholic ketoacidosis. So basically, yeah, it's a shock to your system. Ketoacidosis has to do, like diabetic ketoacidosis happens. I'm trying to look up what it actually means, but that was the first thing that came up. So let's find out what it means.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had whatever the shocks or the shaking is. I don't know what or what that's called, but I know that when they took me to, wow, this is the first time I'm actually opening, like talking about this, like it's no big deal. But like as soon as I got there,
Crystal, let's both mute.
they started shooting me up with some kind of medicine that prevents my body from going into like shutdown mode, like my organs and stuff, because of the amount of alcohol that I've been putting in my body, and then all of a sudden just stop, which is crazy because the lady told me that if I would have waited one more day, she said that they would have found me in the car dead.
Yeah, so it's basically from lack of food, drinking, vomiting. So it really just shocks your system and it doesn't know what to do because you're so used to the alcohol like filling you up that when you come off of it, your body is just like, what the fuck is going on? But yeah, that's what I mean, just causes uncontrollable shaking, which I didn't have, but there was a girl that was in there with me that I couldn't believe how bad her DTs were, delirium tremens, if anyone doesn't know what that is, but it's shaking from drinking. I know you had said that you had been shaking. But yeah, I mean, it's scary and it can be very scary. So do it safely.
Is it like the sort of same kind of shaking that you would get from like, you know, heroin and all that rubbish?
I don't know because I've never taken drugs. I've never did drugs. So I wouldn't know. This was just pure alcohol. Like it was just straight up vodka every day, all day.
That's when I do drink, that was my, you know, go-to drink is vodka. It's like beer. I'm a cheap night out for anyone, right? you spend like what, I don't know, 10 out, and that's it. I'm done. But yeah, with the vodka, any kind of spirits, I could just drink them all day.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Uncomfortable. There is a pill that you can take daily. It's called, I'm going to butcher the hell out of this, but it can help with your shaking. You say that it's your nerves. It's called proprampanol. Proprampanol, and what that does is that lowers your heart rate, and it'll help with your shaking. So talk to your doctor about that because it could be something called benign tremors that you may have. But talk to a doctor. I don't know. That's something that I was taking for a little bit until finally I was just like, I started just getting on my shit, and I was just like, nah, this isn't me. I wasn't raised this way. I'm not going to end this way. I'm better than this. I know I am. And this is just when I turned to lifting weights, gym, like all that stuff. And since I've come here to South Carolina, it's continued. It's very important for me to stay focused. I do my Shilajit every day. I do my proteins. I do my protein shakes. I put so much healthy stuff. I eat fruit every day. I eat healthy salads, do all that stuff. And just, it's been a complete night and day from where I was to where I am today and where I'm still going.
It's like I did the whole exercise thing for a bit. And I used to run probably an hour every day. No ifs or buts. I would be running whether I was fucking depressed, whether no matter what, like no matter how little time, I'd be doing it at like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. But since old Guthrie decided to not leave more than a strand of hair, I ain't done nothing.
Part of a strand of hair. Part of a strand of hair.
Part of a strand of hair. Yes, she can only leave part of her hair every day. You know what I mean?
You can't plant roots.
Yeah. We are seeing everybody's channels. You're seeing everybody's channels, right?
I saw Angel Eyes posted a load of links. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Zones. Everybody can see everybody's.
Yeah, no,
channels. We're good. just keep sharing your channels there, folks. We don't care. We
that's
want
the
to
thing.
grow this community.
That's the thing. A lot of these other YouTubers, I'm not going to name no names, but they're selfish and they're out for themselves, and their mods and everything else are not inclusive. They're like, we don't want you mentioning such and such. Don't mention such and such. It's like, there's plenty of room for people.
Absolutely.
And like, are you that insecure that you think that people are gonna? If you're that insecure that you think people are gonna hop ship, then you're not doing your job right. In the first place, are you really?
Me and Crystal talk about something very important, and it's something that she has said to me countless times. You're eventually going to find your people.
100%.
You're going to find your people. And even if you get, like, let's just say one day you went and you were a guest on some show, and next thing you know, you got 100 new subs. All of a sudden, they all just started unfollowing you because they just didn't like your content, or they just don't like you, or whatever. Don't let that affect you. Don't let it bring you down, because you're going to find your people that are going to be just like their people are for them. You're going to get your people, and just stay focused on that, and don't worry about it. Especially if you got a good message, like we try and do every single day, or whenever we do our shows. Because I like, she's actually going to know something now that I haven't told her. It's something that I'm battling with the whole show thing, where I know, like, this whole true crime thing and all that stuff, like, sells, like, big time. I also know that there's a risk when you go into, like, a more uplifting show and stuff like that. But you know what? Everybody has an uplifting show, and it needs to be heard. So, we'll use this platform to talk about that true crime stuff. We're still going to talk about all that stuff. But every now and then we need to break it up, because we do also hear people in the chats saying, "Oh God, I'm getting so sick and tired of Nancy Guthrie and this whole thing and blah, blah, blah." So we want to just come on here and just chop it up a little bit, just change the subject, and let's talk about some uplifting things that can impact people.
Let's talk about some uplifting things. Depression.
Well, I mean,
No, it's getting over depression.
I know what you mean.
Getting over addiction.
Yes, exactly. And the stories that are behind it that have led you to be in the spot that you're at now, which is better than you were yesterday. And that's how you got to look at it. Every step forward is good. You're doing something right. Especially you, Ashley. Every single day that you get by and you don't have those thoughts, whatever they may be, that's good. And let's dive deeper into this. Let's talk about manipulation. Let's talk about toxic relationship. Let's talk about toxic people. You're muted.
Crystal.
And let's talk about making yourself happy.
Yes, exactly.
If you're unhappy, make yourself happy. It's not as hard or as difficult as you think. Set a goal. Start off real small, set a goal, conquer that goal. Keep doing that every week. It can be this small. Y'all saw me on X. I was like, okay, I'm going to hit this number by such and such day. I mean, it was a small goal, but it was a goal. And just like little things like that. And then you can start making your goals bigger and bigger. And then you just freaking kick ass at it. And that's like a year ago, I would not have seen myself. Like, I would have not pictured myself actually getting on YouTube and talking to people as much as I wanted to get my story out there. I never in a million years envisioned it for myself. But going on X and, trying to spread positivity, and I got my people, behind me and stuff, encouraging me to do so. So I did it. And I kind of fell in love with it. And it's helped me. It's helped me grow as a person. And I don't know. I just feel like I can reach, the bigger our platforms get, the more people I can reach. And, I don't want to use Crystal's Crime Board as just for true crime either. You missed quite a bit, Libby. You might have to.
Did you
replay.
see Angel Eyes?
Angel Eyes.
Her comment?
Yeah. His comment, you always say her.
I see angel eyes. I mean,
Yeah, I can send you the link on X if you want, Angel. Sound good?
I mean, when it was angel eyes, it's I think beautiful
It's his
eyes.
cat. It's his cat.
Sorry, angel
You better
eyes.
be. Yeah, you better be. All
You're
right, I'm
the
gonna send
don't
you the
worry.
link.
You're the only angel eyes that I see. Okay,
I better
sweetheart.
be.
Oh
be.
boy.
Oh
But
gosh.
yeah,
It's
so
gonna be worse after
let's.
next week. Sorry,
So
guys.
before Angel Eyes gets on, let me just say, folks out there that are listening, look, if you're battling something emotionally and you're in a toxic relationship or a toxic environment, you got to get yourself out of it because it's not good for you. And it's going to contribute and it's only going to keep suppressing you. Do whatever you can in your power to get out, walk away.
Mhm.
And you may love that person or persons or group friends. It could be a group of friends, but if they're all toxic as hell, that
I
environment is going to rub off on you.
You are who you hang out with. Period.
Yeah.
Remember that always.
So get out of that, because you're doing it for yourself, and you're going to find better people that are going to build you up, and you're going to be in a better environment every day. That's going to help your healing process.
Yep.
I knew that I had to get the hell out of where I was. It was hard for me. I'm not going to lie. It took me 2 years, 2.5 years. But I remember, I'll never forget the day that I woke up and I said, enough is enough.
Yep.
I said, enough is enough. Because me thinking about it wasn't changing my situation.
Right.
My
Nothing
situation
changes
was
if nothing changes.
exactly. It was still getting worse and worse and worse and worse. But I'll never forget that one day I woke up and I said, enough is enough. And I strapped on my boots and I've been kicking ass ever since. And
Sure have.
and sometimes you got to do that. And it was the best decision of my life. And you want to know something? If God blesses me with 100 lives to do the same thing again, I would do it 100 times over in the same manner, everything. Because going through all that crap that I went through has only solidified the man that I'm becoming today. And I won't
Amen.
change that for anything. And I know that God has been with me every step of the way. Does that mean that I'm perfect? No, I'm never going to be perfect. Do I have to learn a lot? Yes, I'm going to learn a lot. But every day that God blesses me, a new day, that's a new day for me to be better than I was the day before. And I'm still going to
Progress.
sin. I'm still going to make mistakes. I'm still going to do those things. Yes, but I'm more aware of it, and I'm going to continue to keep being better.
Yep.
So
Just like you and I. Better for
I'll share something
together.
else, I
Yeah,
guess.
go for it.
So with my past and everything, it made me do a lot of self-harm to myself,
I'm so glad you're talking about this.
and I would take it out on the one thing that I needed to be okay, which didn't make sense to me, which was my face, right? So the one thing that gave me confidence back in the day, shot it completely, and I would tear myself to shit, basically.
Visualize.
For no reason, really. I mean, there must have been a reason, but like at the time I couldn't think of why I was doing it. And having something to focus on, I found, is, key to not doing that. Like you say, your goals and everything else, or someone.
Yeah.
Amen.
I'm glad you're talking about it.
Amen. And whoever that person is that's helping you, obviously Justine has been a big, huge help. Keep relying on her.
That's the person.
Keep
Y'all lean
relying.
on each other. Lean on each other.
Exactly. And Justine, you're going to be blessed because of this.
Well, I'm sure he helps her too. That's why I say lean on each other.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if you can find that person that you can like completely confine in, like 100% without judgment, that is your person. Like, it doesn't have to be romantic or anything like that, but that is your person. You should always depend on each other now. Like, you guys can get through anything with as long as you have the support.
Amen. Well, let's bring on this guest, Angel Eyes. Welcome
Hi,
to the
everyone.
show.
Hey.
I just wanted to get on here and talk about my alcoholic journey too, because it's kind of like what you guys were saying. I would start with like start with the littlest drink and then go up and then just keep mixing stuff every night to the point where I was puking for like days. And I got to the point where I was drinking so much every day that I would just lay around in bed puking for like 3 days. And then one day I just quit drinking because I had a problem, and I went to the doctor, and she said, you drink, don't you? And I said, yeah, every day. And I mix stuff like hard stuff. And she said, you need to quit drinking because your liver's failing.
Mm.
That's scary. Is that what helped you stop?
Yeah, and I haven't touched the drink since. And like now, if I even smell it, I get sick.
Yeah, that's me if I even think about it. Like,
Amen.
like what's the point? What is the freaking point of it? You're going to feel better for like 5 minutes, and then you're going to feel like shit for 2 days. I mean, I've had a 4-day hangover before. That's how bad it's been. But
Angel
good for
Eyes,
you.
was there something that triggered you wanting to drink so much?
Yeah, because I never had family support like most people have. So my whole life it's been like just me and myself pretty much. And that's what led to the drinking and the smoking and the and everything else I did. I won't go into that details, but that's why, because I've always felt like I was a loner and I didn't have nobody that didn't have a support system. And that's what led to the drinking, because I was trying to push all my problems away to try to make myself happier.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
Yes,
No,
absolutely.
absolutely.
Yeah. Well, it seems like you found a lot of support on YouTube and on X, because I know a lot of us love you, and I see you on panels all the time.
I do.
People just love you. You're great.
Thank you, Crystal. That means a lot hearing that.
Oh, absolutely. You are, and you're a great mod too. We appreciate you.
Yeah. Justine thinks I'm a great mod too.
Yes. So
really
Michelle
really
and
I'll be right back. I gotta join on my phone, guys.
Yeah, go
okay,
ahead.
no problem. So did Michelle and Max, because I was like, if you need a mod, Angel Eyes is awesome. They're like, we already have him. Like, okay. Ash, how you doing over there, buddy?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay.
And that's good, Angel Eyes, that you be proud of yourself. Look at where
Yes.
you were once and look at where you are now. And that's a testament. And that's a testimony that needs to be heard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You've
Keep sharing
overcome. And keep sharing it, because you never know, your story will impact someone. And if you can save one life, or you can help one person change things around, you've done good.
That's what I'm trying to do. If I can save one person or 3 people, then I feel like I was a success, because I'm not proud of that, my past doing that. I'm ashamed of my past, but
You shouldn't be ashamed, because that's
Past
who
is
made
what
you who
makes
you
us
are now.
today, innit? Yeah, exactly.
Don't be
Yep.
ashamed. You're stronger because of it. You've overcome it. And you got to remember that you are no longer a victim, that you have literally gotten through something that not many people are able to do. So you're strong. Think of yourself as like Superman, because that's how I look at the gift. It's a gift. that we were able to conquer.
Yeah,
So
I agree
everybody
with
gets
that.
claps.
That makes sense.
Yes. So you shouldn't have feel any shame. Let that shame go.
Uncomfortable
Disturbed, I'm
to.
going to show you a picture of my face since you think I'm a girl all the time. Look.
I'm sorry about that, bro. I apologize. Oh, that's an angel face right there. All right,
need
I'll
to-
give you that.
You should sit on, have a sit down for 5 minutes on your streams one time.
Yeah, you can't sit still.
I can't.
No, it's fine. Even if you can't, just be like that
Yeah.
for 5 minutes. Do what you gotta do.
Show yourself.
All right, so Uncomfortable proposed the question, and we could all answer it, or we can all do it. Did any of you try AA, and your thoughts?
No.
Did any of us try to do what?
AA.
Anybody go to AA? It's first of all, it's Alcohol Anonymous for a reason. So nobody needs to feel the need to admit to that because it is anonymous. However, I'll tell you, I did not, and I did it on my own, and it was a lonely journey. But you know what? I just wanted it that bad. I mean, I was just that freaking determined.
Yeah.
So here
I
I
got
am.
put on a 72-hour hold because of my alcohol once.
Well, I did too, but I got out like within 24 hours or so because my family came. But that was because I tried to commit suicide.
So I'm not allowed to divulge that per the rules of that said program that was just mentioned. However, I can say that I am a member of a 12-step program. That's, the identifying words we're supposed to use. But yeah, I started doing that actually while I was still drinking, and I was going to meetings and I was still drinking, and I mean, I know this is shitty, but it's just part of the story, right? But I was celebrating milestones that weren't mine to celebrate. I was picking up chips that weren't mine. And then I hit that rock bottom point where I knew I needed to make a change in my life. And so then I had to come back and I made an amends to the group and I came clean. And I was bound and determined to earn all of those that I didn't earn the first go around. And once I hit, 7 months or whatever it was, then it just became easier after that. There are lulls where it gets really difficult sometimes, but I would say probably haven't even thought about wanting to pick up a drink in well over a year. So I would say it helps. I don't go as often as I used to, but I like
but
it.
you know it's there if you do get the urge.
Yes, exactly. And they have them online now. You don't even have to go be uncomfortable in person. You can go to there's an Everything AA app. If that's what you're into, if you want to be a member of a different 12-step program. I don't know what the rules are with that. But anyways, there are apps that can help you. There's a meeting guide app that'll show you. And if you go to OIAA, it'll have all different meetings, different time zones, different countries, different languages, 24/7, 365 days of the year. You can get a meeting online at your fingertips any time of the day or night. So resources are there.
Yeah, Brady was telling us that when we had him on our live, when he was sharing his.
Yeah, I liked his story. Seemed like a nice guy.
He's older than you.
Guy, man. I know, I called him a kid and I was gonna say that felt really weird.
To answer the question from Uncomfortable, I did not, when I was in Blue Crest, which is like not a halfway house. It was a house that I had to go to. And I was there for like 20 days. I was able to leave 6 days early. There was, I can't remember how many days a week we had to go to AA classes. But that's only because I had to go. I was all the way up. I was over 2 hours away for my house and stuff like that, and I had to complete this, and I was given an ultimatum that at the time was the dumbest thing that I ever agreed to, but that's for another
Another
time.
episode.
Yeah. So I did, but I remember when I would be sitting at these some of these AA classes, I knew that I didn't need to be in there because again, I was not an alcohol. It was just a stupid decision that I made in one of the most troubling times that I've ever had in my life, the only time that I had in my life, and I turned to alcohol. But I will say that I'm glad that I was there because I was able to hear many stories that gave me a lot of empathy. It filled my heart up with a lot of empathy, which is something that I never had because I didn't experience that before. Because my parents in the environment that I grew up in, they raised us in an environment where the world seemed perfect. Everything was always perfect, and it was always because of our parents' love just covered my sister and I. And we thought everything was all right in the world until we actually went out and started exploring on our own as we started getting older, in our early adulthood. Then we were just like, oh crap, like this world isn't as, all rosy like we were raised in, which makes you feel blessed in the environment that you were in. So going through all that I went through made me realize one thing. I didn't need AA, but that's just me. And do not take my advice at all. Everyone that is listening, do not take my advice because this is therapeutic for a lot of people and some people do need it. I just knew that the greatest physician that I had died for my sins.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my
Amen.
Lord Jesus Christ. He is the greatest physician that I needed. And he got me out of what I was going through. Because for
Yeah.
me, there was a lot of other things that was tied to my story that led me to drink. But then once I stopped the drinking and everything, and I was able to start putting things into place that I'm still doing today, and things are just getting way, way better. And there's a lot of things that I'm not going to announce yet because I'm still working on things. But there's like a lot of beautiful things that are happening, and it's all because he picked me up, dusted me off, and he said, "I'm not done with you. Like there's still more that we got to do."
Yeah.
But that's
And
my
sorry,
story.
go ahead.
No,
I
go ahead.
hate interrupting people.
No, go
I'm
ahead.
so
Go,
sorry. I
go.
didn't mean to. Yeah, I mean, that's great. And I will tell you the first thing about being an alcoholic or having any, not even an alcoholic, having an issue with alcohol temporarily, whatever, what AA teaches you if you're in AA. Now, I'm just going to say it because I don't know what the problem is. I don't know why people can't say it. But being a member of AA, it teaches you that you don't diagnose anybody else, right? I can only speak for myself. So when we tell our stories, it's never you need to do this, you need to do that. It is how it was like for me, what happened, and what it's like now, right? So like
Mhm.
the past, present, and how it's going. And higher power is a big thing in the program. And I really appreciate this. I'm so glad that I was able to join you guys today because it really brings me back to they teach you to rely on a higher power because they spent so much time worrying about what other people thought about me. I mean, I still do. Obviously, YouTube, you kind of got to tread the territory a little bit. You can't just go out there and say whatever you want. We have cancel culture and all of that. But what I will say is it taught me that I can't control other people. I can't control their thoughts. I can't control their actions. At the end of the day, other people are going to do what they're going to do. And do I have the tools to handle my end of things? And I don't have to anymore, right? Like to imagine my higher power, wearing a Superman t-shirt, walking around fighting my battles for me. And there are things that I don't have to worry about. So I had to learn how to let things go and let go and let God and turn everything over that worries me or bothers me for tomorrow. And you were talking to Ash earlier, and I tell him this all the time. I said, you need to stop worrying about a week from now, a month from now, 3 months from now. So you need to stop future tripping. And he's like, future tripping, what is that? But it's worrying too much about the future and not focusing enough on the present. And that's where I miss the gratitude and the blessings, because I do have so many good things in my life right now. But if I start looking in the future and worrying about what will happen or what could happen, I'm going to ruin what's right in front of me at the moment. So
Enjoy the
it's very
journey.
grounding. Yeah, find joy in the
Exactly.
journey.
Yeah. And Disturbed, maybe you being in there though helped prevent you from becoming an alcoholic, because if you are already to the point where you're having shakes, the only way to cure that other than going into a place like that is to drink. So God saved you there too. Like, you didn't have to go down that path.
Yeah, it was a wake up call for me.
Mm-hmm. But
It
you
was
could have turned into an alcoholic. You absolutely could have been if you
Yeah.
kept going down that road.
Oh yeah, there's you look. I mean, in today's society, like we're exposed to so much. It's easy to fall into anything. So you need to be grounded in a foundation that you believe in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thankful that God is my foundation, and and that helped me. That helped wake me up and be like, okay, let's put on our big boy pants. We got this. We know what we're capable of. Okay, you had your fun with the alcohol. It didn't do what you thought it was, and this is life. Let's now get down to business. And that's. But when I tell my story, I just want everyone to be. Just please know this is just my story. I am in no way, shape, or form telling anyone to think the way I did, because I'm like I'm my own person. I handle things way different than
So do I.
in a room of 100 people. There may be like a herd mentality in there. I will be the one guy that does not do, like, I'll end up doing things my way, but that doesn't work for everyone. So I'm just sharing my story, what I went through, and how I got out of it. And it's different for everybody else. So I
And
just want to
Libby,
make that crystal clear with everyone.
thank you for sharing, sweetheart. That's a beautiful testimony.
Well, guys, I don't think if I didn't find out I had liver damage or failure, whatever they call it, NASH or mesh now or whatever they call it, I don't think I would ever stop drinking. So I'm kind of glad the doctor found it, because I think if they didn't find it, I think I still would have been drinking today.
Or you might not be here. Or you
Yeah.
might not be here.
Yeah.
And we're glad you're here.
Amen.
And we're glad you're sober. And we're proud of you. We're proud of you too, Libby. We're proud of you, Justine, Ashley. I'm blown away by everybody feeling comfortable to open up with us today.
I feel like the odd one out with the whole drink thing.
Please don't. That's a
Don't.
club no one wants to be in. So just feel blessed. Yeah, no, I really love what you guys are doing here, because it's not about feel bad for us because we had issues with an addiction. It is look at yourself. If you can find yourself resonating with this story, know that there's hope on the other side. Know that you have the ability to change if you want to, and you can come out better on the other side. So
Amen.
it's not letting people feel stuck. You don't have to feel stuck.
You have to get out of the victim mentality, period. You can't
Amen.
stay in there forever. You have to grow out of that. Like, I'll even tell Disturbed sometimes. He'll say what all I went through, and I'm like, no, say, what all you overcame. If you start thinking of it differently, that's part of the brain work. Start thinking of things differently, put it in a new perspective, and it will eventually it'll start to click, and you will feel a sense of release. Actually, like, just try to, if you're thinking a certain type of way, try to change your mind and make it even more positive, because it helps.
Yeah, it's instead of waking up and saying, I have to clean, I have to do laundry, I have to. Well, you woke up today. You get to. You get to do that.
Absolutely. And you woke up sober.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. You just have to you have to keep trying to think of positive ways, because every time that you're negative and you're low, that's when the devil tries to creep in, and he
Yep.
will creep in.
And my worst days now are still a hell of a lot better than my best days when I was drinking. I promise you
Amen,
that.
sister. Amen.
Amen.
100%.
Amen.
Yeah, like I shared before, I could have literally drank like a gallon, a handle of vodka within like 2 days by
Yep.
myself,
Yep.
easily. And I didn't wake up to drink. I had a set time, 3 p.m. every day.
Oh, you made it that long? I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I did. But think about how much I drank between 3 o'clock
Yeah.
and like midnight.
Yep.
I mean, that's crucial in its own. Now if we went to the pool or something like that, I might start drinking a little earlier. But I know my first year, I wasn't even a full year sober yet. The first time we went to the pool, my oldest daughter looked at me and she said, "Mom, if I see that you have a drink, I will never trust you again." And I said, Don't put that kind of pressure on me, first of all, because my mind was still kind of weak. But I was like, I'm not going to drink. I'm not going to drink, because in a way, it kind of gave me more of a fight. Like, you're going to prove these people wrong. You're going to prove everybody wrong. Everybody who doubted you just made me want to fight that much harder.
Could you always afford your habit?
Yes.
Oh,
What about
yeah.
you, Justine?
Yes, I could too.
Oh, I could afford it until I couldn't. And then when I started running low on funds, I just had to switch to the cheap shit, which made the hangovers a lot worse, but it still got me drunk all the same.
Oh, that cheap shit didn't hold a candle to the other stuff, because I would end up throwing up half of it. And hey, Truth Warrior, how are you?
Hey, Truth.
Yeah, the cheaper stuff would make me vomit more, and then I would feel like it was messing up my buzz. So I always went with not the top shelf shit, but medium. It's medium.
Guys, the other thing I had to do, and it was the hardest decision of my life, I had to cut all my friends out at the time because they were all drinkers. And when I had to quit, I had to cut out people that were my friends because they all wanted me to drink. And I'm like, I can't.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I've
Playmates
ended
and
30-year
playpens.
friendships. I've literally pushed family out and ended 30-year-old friendships because of it. Because if they're not for you, they're against you. Period.
True. Preach.
Preached.
And there's nothing wrong with cutting out toxic people from your life.
Nothing at all. You have to do what's best for you. You have to look out for yourself.
Yep.
Angel, that right there, Angel, just tells you who your true friends are.
Yep. Yep. Like
Exactly.
I just said, if they're not for you, they're against you. They're not your friends or your positive role models you should be around.
Right.
And if you embrace starting over too, that mindset can be the greatest feeling in the world, because that's what I did. Crystal can tell you. She knows the whole story. Like, I literally just had like 7 bags of clothing. I rented a car, and I set a time and a day, and I was on my way to South Carolina. And what I kept telling my parents and my sister, new state, new life, new mind, new everything.
New man.
New man, new everything. New everything. Everything. And some people were like, "Man, are you crazy? Like, you really are, like, you ready to start your life over?" I said, "Yeah." I threw away clothes that I had for years. I bought all new wardrobe, because when I left the North, I wanted to make sure that when I came down here, that there was nothing that would tie me to even have a thought of something that I had with me from the North that would affect me. That's how cleansed my life became since I came down here. Now, there's some things that I'm still working on because I'm not fully healed from a lot of the trauma and stuff that I've been through. And Crystal's
Yeah.
helping me out on a lot of stuff, and I'm okay with that. Like, I admit that I have to go through this because it's only gonna make me better.
And he's so self-aware. I
And
love
if
that.
if that's okay with me, anyone can do the same thing. I'm not special. I'm not special at all. I can't fly. I don't have a cape in my closet. I don't have like a Spider-Man outfit underneath this, and I can climb walls and shit like that. I no, I'm not
Are you sure,
special.
Crystal? Have you done a deep dive on his bedroom?
I've
Like,
done a deep dive.
like, I'm not any of that stuff. So if I can do it, and millions in all these years can do it, anyone can do it. But it's like Crystal said, you gotta have your mind set like I was. I set a date, I set a time, and at 10 o'clock I was packing the car and I was out.
Yep.
And it was
And
the greatest decision that I've ever made in my life.
it is important to know, though, that not everybody gets it right the first time. Okay.
Yes.
Sometimes you have to fall and fall and fall and fall again until you can finally get up right.
reference. So here we go.
But if your mind is set completely and you are all in it and you are doing the work, you can absolutely get it on the first try. You just have to want it that bad. But it is okay to fail and to fall. You just get back up and you start again. But I promise you, when you start racking up them days, it makes it tougher to fail because you don't want to start back at zero.
Yeah, exactly. Because when I had to cut my friends out, I chose life living over doing that and being miserable and puking every day. I couldn't believe that I did that for so many years. It was years I did that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was like a whole new lifestyle. I had to start all over again. I had to relearn how to do, well, not walk and stuff, but like I had to like reprogram my mind and to not want to do that anymore.
Yeah. I had you're so on like that. That's normal. Because I had to retrain my mind to think that that I can live being sober again.
Mhm.
Think about that for a second. You go sober for so many years, you go through a little trial and tribulation in your life where you consume so much alcohol at once that it starts affecting your mind and it starts telling you that you're never going to be able to enjoy a sober life again.
Mhm.
Those are just demons that you have to fight. But once you defeat those demons and get yourself on a righteous path, it don't matter, like Crystal said, don't matter how many times you fall, as long as you pick yourself up and
Mhm.
dust yourself off. And if you're a religious person, you have God to lean on, he will do it for you. And just keep battling it out, because eventually that storm is going to pass. And when that storm passes, the person that you're going to be on the other side, even when you look in the mirror, you're going to be proud of that man or that woman.
That pride is
Mhm.
beautiful. That
Unmatched.
pride alone is
And
it's
don't feel ashamed of your past, people. Your past is what forged you into the person that you are today.
The only thing that I would say about that is that I hate my past because it's made me not trust people in the future. And I have a
well,
deep underlying trust issues.
and you're working through that though. But you are working through that. You are. You shared things with me. You shared things with Justine. Now you're sharing. Look, you're on the platform. You're sharing. That is working through it. That is actively pursuing help. It doesn't have to look like, the movies and shit like that. Like, it's however you feel comfortable receiving the help. As I said, I did things on my own, and I wouldn't wish that on anyone, but sometimes that's what it takes. I literally shut myself out other than, I went, I think it was like 9 days without drinking, and I didn't tell a soul. I wanted them to notice. I wanted my family to notice. So when they did notice, and there I was like, yeah, do you know how many days it's been? Of course they didn't know how many days it was, because they were just trying to, distance themselves away from drunk mom at that point. Because I had like, it was bad. It was bad there at the end. I wasn't like mean or anything like that. I was just clumsy as hell, loud, obnoxious, annoying. I would go in there and talk to my kids at like 4:00 in the morning, about just random shit.
So only certain things have changed.
Yeah. Only
Well,
certain things.
And I think it's a Buddhist proverb: fall down 7 times, stand up 8. But you got
Mhm.
to keep going with it. And that's what they say in AA. They just say, keep coming back, because if you keep coming back, you're at least continuing to try and you're not giving up on yourself. But back
Yes.
to the pride, there is a difference between, having an ego about it, because my ego is not mi amigo. And so I have to stay humble, but there is a level of self-confidence that you get some of that back. And I think even now people think I'm cold, but when they say anything that's mean to me, it's almost laughable, because I say, whatever you say that's mean to me is never going to be any worse than what I used to say to myself every fucking day,
Amen.
every day.
Amen.
Amen. Preach.
I've said that too. Nobody can say anything worse to me than I haven't thought about, my own self. Because we are our own worst critics. All we can
Absolutely.
do is ignore the negativity. Do not allow it in your space, and keep blocking. And the positivity will continue to follow. Find you, because some other people are tired of the negativity and shit too, so they want to find a safe spot, a safe space. And that's something that Disturbed and I want to offer, is a safe space. And where you don't have to worry about, anything negative. Nobody's going to say anything bad about any other, streamers, or about somebody that you care about, because we're not going to let that happen. You're just going to be blocked. Period. So,
Yeah.
I hear a puppy dog.
yeah, you always hear one when I'm on live, because the little chihuahuas and my little hairless bitch. Come here, boy.
And Ash, be proud of yourself too, brother,
Yes.
because you're still dealing with all that trauma and everything, but the good thing that you can say is at least you're trying to do something about it. There are people that talk,
There's a reason for it,
and then there are people that do.
The whole reason
You're that
for it
person.
is that one day I want to stand in the courtroom and get this twat dealt with.
Yeah.
Ashley, I'm gonna say something.
Who's already been in and out of prison multiple times for this.
Ashley, I'm gonna say something. You're a hell of a guy and a hell of a friend. Don't you ever not be proud of yourself, because you're one hell of a guy, dude. I'm so happy that I get to call you a friend.
I
appreciate it, man.
And I'm so happy that I finally got you on that first live with me. And
see,
you got
makes no difference that we can't chat to each other on YouTube. They can't stop us from this, can they?
Yep, exactly. But that first live, finally got you on after you begging me and me being like, oh, I'm glad I did, because you've got your own people now. You do. You have your own people. People are following you.
Yeah.
They're following you because they love you and they respect your work and what you have to say.
I've no interest in. I've never had any interest in the YouTube. It was Justine's fault for that. Your fault for that, I guess.
But
going, oh, you should make a channel. You should make a channel. But I've never been interested in it.
But the point is, that is growth. Would you not agree, Justine?
He
Okay.
knows I am fucking proud of him, and he's
Yeah.
come so far from where he was even a month ago, 6 weeks ago. So if I haven't told you today, I'm proud of you, Ash.
Well,
Yes.
there you go.
Proud of you,
So
Ash.
that's the
Well,
credit to you, I guess. So, you know,
Take
let me
care,
say I'm
Summer. Have a
proud of
good one.
Ashley. I'm proud of Crystal. I'm proud of Disturbed. I'm proud of Justine. You guys are all my friends. And I
We love
appreciate
you,
every one of
Angela.
you so much that I love you. I love you guys. And the way I look at it, we're all family now.
Amen.
Yes,
Amen.
we are.
The
We
love
are.
is mutual.
Absolutely.
and on that note,
Bye,
I'm going
Summer.
to shoot because there's a
Go
cat
fight over
wanting
the
to
remote
come
with
in
your
at the
hubby.
door. But I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that listened and that.
We appreciate you.
Yeah.
And we
And
appreciate you,
you know,
Ashley.
if you do it another time, yeah, I'll definitely come on again.
Yeah. And if you get another fox, make sure you send me a picture, okay? Of it eating an egg. I never did get to see it.
Not yet. Oh, yeah. Well, I've got to go through the footage because we had the package.
Well,
stolen.
make sure you start taking a picture though and send it to me because I still have not seen it eat an egg. And it's been a couple months now since I got to see the first fox.
Yeah, you'll see it.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for listening anyway, and big
We
up to
love
the
you.
chat.
Absolutely.
We love you,
Take care of
Ashley.
yourself. Yeah, we love you,
I'm
bro.
always here for you, bud.
You know,
Yeah, you too.
you guys support Ashley that from everyone.
Right. See you later, Angel. See you later, Justine. What's your actual name? Disturbed.
He goes by
Just go-
Disturbed.
Just call me Disturbed.
Just disturbed.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And you can call me that in whatever curse word you want. I don't care. Just don't call me by my government name.
Is he disturbed in the bedroom? Bye bye.
Wow.
Yo, he went there.
Wow.
Well, he dropped the mic on that freaking. Oh my goodness.
Oh man. Oh
Well, at
god.
least I don't have to answer that. Thank goodness.
Oh man.
But I guess you guys can kind of already tell because of the way we talk. So
Okay.
I mean, we kind of all are in our own ways. So tell
Yeah.
us something you don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Justine, you know I'm proud of you too. You already know this. I tell you that every live that I'm so proud of you. I appreciate you more than anything. But you already know this because I tell you on every one of your lives.
yeah,
I'm
Justine
proud
has a
of
great
everything.
heart. She does.
Yeah.
I think we bonded over that. And thanks, Ted, that didn't show up today for introducing us.
Oh, he was supposed to come today?
Yeah.
Oh, he's
But he
still
didn't come.
he's still supposed to call me back from Vegas. So give
Oh
him
my
shit next time
God.
you talk to him.
Well, he was supposed to come on my other live earlier today, and he bounced. But that's okay because we had Mark.
Oh,
Yeah.
Marcus the shark ass.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
I
love
had to
Mark.
give him shit.
I saw. I was like, I'm just gonna wait and see how many times she says it until he realizes that she is over here literally about to cuss him out.
He's such a turd.
Just the only other thing that I just wanted to just touch up on real quick before we can continue a little bit more, but I just wanted to just talk about Alzheimer's,
Yes.
which is a horrible disease, one that's it affects many people, sadly. I'm pretty sure we've all had a loved one that has had it, that has impacted us tremendously. So we as a family are going through that ourselves right now. I didn't want to post what I did on X. It took a lot for me to do that. I actually was going back and forth with Crystal last night that I wanted to delete it. Only because I'm very reserved. There's just a lot of things that I just don't like sharing. Not because I don't want to, it's just that I'm just very closed about a lot of things and I just deal with things internally, which is something that she's helping me like try and be a little bit more open about things because it could help me feel better. The problem is that I've never had a woman like her that I actually believe that she cares about me.
Because I do.
And it's crazy. A lot of people may think that I'm crazy for even saying that, but it's the truth. Like if you guys like come up with like a 40-word curse like cursing me out, that literally would not affect me at all because of the things that I've had to go through. Like literally, and I tell her this, and she knows this. Like there are times that I tell her, like after what I've been through, if you think this bothers me, it absolutely doesn't. Like I'm so numb and dark to a lot of things that I'm trying to work on these things to have a little bit of feelings, or bring my feelings out a little bit more. So, credit to her for the changes that I'm doing a little bit. The biggest thing, obviously, that we're dealing with as a family that, she knows about because we're always texting, calling, and, you know, and stuff. So, is Alzheimer's. And it's gotten to the point where I've had to yesterday, was it yesterday? 2 days ago, I went on Amazon and it got to the point where I had to buy locks, separate locks for my parents' door, the front door, the garage door, and the sliding glass door.
Mhm.
I literally have them right here.
You haven't put them up yet?
No, I'm gonna do it as soon as we get done.
Okay.
Here they are right here. That I'm gonna put on because
Thanks, Ash.
one thing with the Alzheimer's that we deal with is my dad will just, and I'm sure a lot of you know that when he's, and I'm sure a lot of you have had family members that just out of the blue, when it just hits them, they just get angry, or some of them just leave.
Yeah.
Now, the biggest thing that we've had to deal with as a family is that when my dad gets up and leaves, he's so slick about it, but he's not aware, but he's so quiet that then we're looking around and we're like, where is he? And then we don't see him anywhere. And next thing you know, we see him walking down the street. Now that's not a problem. Get out of the house or whatever. The problem is that he's in his mid 70s, and he's not the healthiest person. So when it's like 98 degrees out and he's walking and he's got this disease, it just makes things worse. Now, the problem that we have as a family is that when he leaves, he gets very angry. The anger really kicks in. And that's when we're like, oh, crap. Like, this is now going to be 2, 3, 4 hour event that we have to deal with as a family. And the pictures that I posted on X, that was a almost 4 hour event.
Yes.
Where he was literally walking back and forth, pissed off, saying, and we know that it's the disease, so none of us got mad. We just went and I was standing by the front door. My sister was standing by the glass door, the sliding glass door, and then my mom would go to the garage door so that he wouldn't go out because we knew that if he went out, it would be hell to bring him back in. Because he gets very angry. He gets like very angry. And then it's like, we'll even threaten him with the police is going to come and then they're going to call the ambulance and then you're going to be stuck in the hospital all the time. And he's like, hey, call him. I don't care. Call him. And the reason why it's so stressful for us is that because when we then eventually get him into the house, now we have to deal with how much did the hot weather affect him.
Yep.
And his health, because then we all have we deal with that afterwards. And it's not easy. And then when we finally get him to bed to go rest, he's breathing heavy and now we're stressed out because we think that there's what's going to happen next. We don't know. So now I had to buy locks and they're going to be put up now once I close this show out. So I wanted to bring up Alzheimer's awareness and and helping people out. So if any of you are going through something like that, go on Amazon, and Amazon is great because they have hundreds of products that you can post that you can install in your home, and that'll prevent your loved one from getting out of the house. So I wanted to put that out there. It's a very horrible disease. I don't like seeing my dad. I'm still actually dealing with it because I'm used to,
The the man he was.
Yeah. I just need to take a second.
Got it, baby.
I used to work in long-term care, and I worked specifically in a memory care unit, and it is a very sad disease. You watch your, I hope this doesn't make it worse if he's trying to recuperate over there. But you watch your family member become almost a shell of who they used to be. Some of them can remember at sometimes when they're lucid, sometimes they don't. And then you have sundowning, which usually happens around like dinner, shortly before bedtime. And the behaviors tend to get worse. They ramp up. They can be combative, they can hit you. I mean, I used to get the crap beat out of me by some little old ladies, but it was fine because you look at them and you know that if they were here, really here, that they wouldn't do that, that's not who they were. And so it's very difficult for families to deal with. So I really do understand what you're going through, and I'm very sorry you have to go through it.
That's what I told him too. I even try to give him some advice, like as far as trying to keep his hands busy and things like that. But his dad is
So OG. He
yeah.
is so OG, so
You can't-
stubborn.
can't
We
tell
can't get
nothing.
him. Like I was getting frustrated with her and I felt bad because she's like, well, do this, and I'm like, baby, you don't understand. Like, you can't get this man to do anything. He's that stubborn. Like, there's like the only recourse that we all concentrate on as a family is to get his ass back inside the house, because that's the only thing that we feel safe, is as long as he's in the house. So now we've had to take it a step further, because just the other day he snuck out and he sat on a neighbor's lawn, and we actually, thank God that my sister lives like 5 minutes, like not even 6 minutes away, but she had to bring her grandson over. Now, something triggers my dad's mind that when he sees little kids, he gets very happy. And when he saw my sister's grandson, it snapped him out of it. And we were able to pick him up and then put him in the car. And then we quickly drove home. I grabbed onto him right away because I wasn't going to let him like walk up the driveway into the house thinking, oh, yeah, we got this. No, I locked onto him, and then I walked him into the house and then just locked everything down. So, yeah, it's dealing with Alzheimer's has been the biggest thing, because seeing if you've seen my dad 10 years ago, and if you've known my dad all the years that I have, my dad is my rock. Like, literally, he set the standard for me as a man. And yeah, I know a lot of this sounds biased, because of course I'm going to say this because it's my dad. No, let me tell you a little bit about my dad. My dad never took a day off. Okay. My parents have owned their own business, again, since I was born. Okay. And not one day did I ever see that man at home. The only time that my dad took any days off was when I was already old enough to work at the pizza shop, and I ran things for him. I would tell him and my mom, get out of here, go home. Or if it was a Saturday, I would tell my dad, I got this. Don't come in. You stay home with mommy and rest because you need it. That was like the only time. Other than that, that man was always working every single day and provided for his family. So you need to understand that for me to see my dad in the fragile state that he's in, when I took those pictures and posted that, that did a lot to me. It destroyed me because I'm not used to seeing him like that. So if you,
It hurt me the day that all that happened, he sent me those pictures and a picture of him guarding the door. And it's hard to see somebody that you really care about go through something so hard. But I am so proud of him for taking the step and actually talking about it today. And yesterday for posting those pictures. I told him, if it was too hard for him to take the pictures down, I'm really glad to see that he kept them up. I really am. And Kara.
So, if you have a loved one that is going through Alzheimer's, because there are many days that my dad forgets who I am, and I'll come home from work and he'll perk up and he'll look at my mom and he'll say, "Who's it? Who's that guy?" That used to hit hard, but I know that it's not him. So love on your family members or even friends or even if you have neighbors that have that are going through that, love on those people, because you know that there is a family that is suffering. Seeing someone deteriorate mentally the way they are, to where they forget who their loved ones are and stuff like that. And it's impacted us tremendously, because I'm not used to seeing my dad this way, and that's one of the biggest and hardest things that I've had to internally face by myself. Every single night that I go to bed, I keep reminding myself that I know that this is not my dad, but I know the real dad. And he is like a legend. Okay. I said that I wasn't going to open up that much. So that's all you're going to get from me.
So proud of you.
No more.
I'm so proud of you.
But love your family members that are going through it. And if there's any advice that anybody needs or anything like that, let us know. And I'll be more than happy. For me and my family, I had to buy locks, which I'm going to install now. And actually, the sliding glass locks just came today. So I'm going to be installing them as well, so that we keep them inside the house. And like I told my mom, if he wants to have a hissy fit, at least he's he's at home, and we don't have to worry about, being 2-3 hours out in the sun and, and all that stuff, and dealing with all that, stuff afterwards. At least he's home safe. And then we can just deal with him going back and forth trying to open up the doors, and he can't. So that's a lot better to deal with as a family. Thank you, Paige. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. Crystal, do you have anything you want to add?
I'm just extremely proud of you. I am. He's came a long way. He has too. So I'm extremely proud of him. You wouldn't have done this 2 months ago. I tell you that right now. 3 months ago. Or even last week.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where it's really tough. It's really tough as a family.
Hey, Disturbed?
Yeah, buddy.
I wanted to tell you, if you want to ask me, I can tell you, because I've been going through it with my grandpa when he had it, and he was mean as shit to my mom. So if you ever need to talk, just ask me and I will talk to you about it, because I know what you're going through, because I went through it with my grandpa.
I appreciate it.
Very sweet.
Like I said, I know that's difficult. You got a good woman there, and like she said to me and Ash, lean on her when it's tough, and got to be a man in those situations. It's okay to cry. It's okay to have emotions, and then when you go back in front of your family, put on the face that you need to, but don't bottle it up too much.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm
Just
here.
if there's just one thing, just pray for my mom.
Yes.
She is she just had surgery too on her back, which is just crazy, and she still takes care of my dad. I mean, the marriage that them two have had, like I said, my upbringing was blessed. Me and my sister, we were blessed to have the parents that we do. So to see our parents in such a fragile state after seeing them so strong for so many years, it's demoralizing. It's very, very demoralizing. So that's why I wanted to, when me and Crystal were talking about the show, we wanted to have a show where we can uplift people and talk about topics that matter to people, that impacts people, and how can we help, and how can we get the message out there, and provide avenues and ideas and share ideas with each other to helping cope with these things. And there's nothing to be ashamed about, no matter what it is that anybody's going through. When you come to our community, we're going to be waiting for you with open arms. Because there are going to be times that we want you guys to be waiting for us with open arms.
Yep. And pass it forward.
You got it. Absolutely.
Pass
Keep
it
your
forward.
mom and your family in my prayers. And,
Thank you.
you guys ever need anything, you know where to find me. But thank you for having me on. I'm going to dip out. I got to finish making dinner and stuff. But thank you guys so much. I'd love to be back sometime. And
Yes, of course, Justine.
Absolutely.
Justine appreciates you, girl.
appreciate you too, Angel. Have a good night.
You too.
Good night.
Hey,
Thanks,
thank you.
Justine.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's time to.
Yeah, time to wrap up because y'all ain't gonna see me cry. So nice try. Just
All right. Well, I'm gonna dip off into. So you guys have a good
Yeah.
night.
Go ahead. All right, Angel. Take care. God
All right,
bless
bye-bye.
you, and thanks
Hi,
for coming
Angel.
on the
Thank you for
show.
coming on. Finally, we got you on.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing your story.
Like I said, if I can help one person or 3 people, my story's worth telling. In my opinion.
Amen. Amen,
So,
brother.
all right. Well, I appreciate you too. You two are lovely people. So
Thank you.
Thank you,
I'm
brother.
gonna dip out.
All right, you take care of yourself.
Take care.
All right. You too.
Bye.
Bye bye.
All right, everybody. Thank you all for joining us and hearing all that we had to say. God bless each and every one of you in the chat and all of you that watch the show. Just remember, if there's anything that you need, just lean on us and we will be there for you. You can go on X and we'll accept your invite and just DM us and we will be more than happy to talk to you and whatever we have to. And just if you have family members that are going through a tough sickness, cancer, dementia, Alzheimer's, whatever it is, we're going to pray for you and, we're going to love on you because that's what God wants us to do. And that's what this show is about. And yeah, anything that you want to add?
Yeah, thank you all for your continued support and love and for being so positive and hanging in there with us as we are trying to go through this journey and learning our way. We will let you know when we decide to go live again, which I think I already have a day in mind, but I have to talk with him. But I want to thank you all, tell you all I love you, stay bright, stay wonderful, and keep that positive mindset.
Take care, everybody. Love yous all.
Bye, fam.
Bye.
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 Bye.